Hey, ladies and Germans, how you all doing? This is Con Ulrich.
And I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, with that April 4th date coming oh so fast, we want to give you just a couple more games over here with the Community Balance patch over here for SD44. Now today, with that lovely diagonal road, you know, of course, this is Odon. And Rang, who is fighting it out here?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have Harry Spider as the 6th Airborne Division. And on the right-hand side, we have Player playing as the 352nd Infantry Division. This is Community Balance Mod, so both these divisions actually got buffed pretty well in the CBM.
The CVP?
CBP or something along those lines, some acronym. But nonetheless, I'm looking forward to this. Two divisions you don't see all too often, and we already got, I think, a few Tetrarchs. Yeah, we got like two Tetrarchs off the bat, yeah, from Harry Spider and a bunch of infantry.
Yeah, I was quite excited about that. Honestly, early on, there was a couple more there as well as a command and three more, and I was thinking to myself, that's got to be every last Tetrarch in the 6th Airborne.
They're just dropping out the sky.
Yeah, yeah. And like you said, though, so both these divisions have been buffed. What is the short version of the buffs for them?
6 Airborne's got more infantry and a few extra veterancy. 352nd has an actual playable A phase as they get A phase stormtroops and more veterancy and stuff's a bit cheaper across the board, which is really quite nice as 352nd isn't exactly a great division in the vanilla game, which is a shame because on paper it seems like Ace would be really good because they got a goddamn Jagdpanther, but in actuality when you play it in vanilla, and I played a few matches the other day with him, it's slow, it's boring. You're risking playing 7/16 because you got some Italian guys instead, and those guys can
True.
actually fight.
True. Now the question is, looking at all the extra veterancy, do you think players are opening up with those Stormies, or is he afraid of the accuracy?
I'm thinking he's probably going to get some of those stormtroops into the town. I think that's the infantry he's buying on the southern road. Probably some stormtroops trying to take the town. Definitely going to need them to fight against AB powers and all highly vetted paratroopers. But off we go.
Interestingly, he's putting the recon material into the town itself, and that P3, he's not moving at all.
Nope, that P3's probably, fast asleep. Right, a little bit.
Well, the poor guy, he's old enough. He's just like, you know what? Screw it. I've done enough fighting. You guys can do it now.
Yeah, I've been on the bloody Eastern Front and North Africa. You guys go ahead.
Yes.
I mean, I only got like a crappy little 50 mil. I'm not going to do too much. Whereas Tetrarchs, you have to do pretty decent, but...
Yeah. I would say low velocity guns. Exactly.
Yeah.
But we are starting on off here. It looks like there's ourselves some attack moves. In fact, oh geez, that 3-inch mortar's going to cause some real havoc. Often an overlooked kind of unit, that 3-inch mortar, despite the fact that it only has 25 rounds, well, that can be quite devastating.
Yeah. And with its rate of fire, due to its veterancy, it's really devastating.
Yes,
Such a good unit
is.
for 6 Airborne. Definitely a little bit overlooked, I think.
Certainly seems to be the case. Now, unfortunately, this IG-18, he's just constantly cycling. He's not getting shots off, which is a shame because, oof. We're going to see... No, I thought we were going to maybe see some anti-tank grenades. You go down to the south, the 120mm mortar does unload an Oxen, Bucks, Paras, and an AB leader. And not quite as many Stahlstruppen as I was expecting. I expected to have, like, pretty much all of them being Stahlstruppen.
Same, he's just... Yeah, got like one, like some grenadiers down south, and stormtroops down south. Not only Martin finally the P3 getting into the fight. I don't know if that was a deliberate play or if he just literally forgot. But anyway, it's coming in just in a nick of time, and he's probably going to roundhouse his Tetrarch.
If he doesn't miss with the first shot. Internal fragments, never mind. Yeah, games is set and match. And a second P3 coming in as well. And geez, did he even fire a second shot? No, he didn't. He just took him out with machine guns.
That really speaks volumes of the quality of the Tetrarch.
Yeah,
the quality of the armor.
Yeah, I was going to say the Tetrarch, I mean, think about what he had to be brought in to deal with, too. Yeah. I mean, like, come on.
I find it so funny when you see, like, an armored vehicle in this game just get mowed down by machine guns. It's such a rare occurrence.
Armored, I feel like that Armored had a little bit of a quotes around it.
Yeah. It's more like Amazon packaging cardboard.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, you never know. But I saw the weirdest thing the other day. I saw Amazon lockers.
What?
At a 7-Eleven. I have no idea.
That is, huh? Interesting.
Clearly, Bezos wants me to deposit all my dirty secrets in there, but the state secrets, they go in a FedEx box. They don't go in an Amazon container.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the north, though, we are slowly forming a little bit of a beaked map. I'm surprised, actually, that the British push was not more successful moving into that little cluster of buildings.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised, too. I also want to note before this nose pops, it kind of looks like a rich.
Yes,
like
it does. That, or like an eagle is ready to get going. But yeah, I think the witch is better.
Or it's like Pinocchio, and he's not, like, his lies are starting to run out, so his nose is getting smaller.
Ah, so it's been 4 hours since he's had his medication. Got it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the match. Yeah, we got heavy mortar being brought in up north, it's a not a heavy. It's just an 81mm mortar from player, so it's really just going to be artillery wars. And for both sides, artillery is going to be a really important aspect of this match, as both sides have a lot of soft units. There's not really much armor from either player, especially early on. So it's just going to be about, dropping in hot loads from above.
Very, very true. I was going to say, down to the south in the meantime, though, it looks like player is threatening to take a fair amount of territory. He does have Stahlstruppen and Grenadiers that could definitely be moving across this open ground. I understand why he's not, but I do think he's missing a little bit of an opportunity. Maybe he should be moving to the southwest, get that last little cluster of trees that's on his side.
Mm-hmm.
Gives him a nice enfilading fire as things come forward. But we're still sitting at 0-0. It's a real ripper of a soccer match.
Yeah, and we're almost halfway through into A phase. That is quite crazy. Both sides really giving and taking. 6-pounder goes down up north. Really big kill here from player. And there's not really much anti-armor player has, or Harry Spider has up north anymore. So Panther 3 should be pretty free to run around.
That's true, but let's not discount the gammon bombs and the occasional oxen bucks that get sprinkled around the front lines.
You don't want to get too cocky, the tanks, for sure.
That is for darn sure. The 120 mil actually is completely Winchester of anything worthwhile. And we see right now the AV Paras are getting iced pretty easily by the Stahlstruppen. Okay, like I realize the numbers eventually will tell the tale, but it's still weird for me to have a guy, half a squad, be fighting as efficiently, if not more so, over all that British kind of material. I don't know.
It's PPSHs, man. You just spray and pray. Spray and pray.
I'm terrified to see what kind of devilish infantry is going to be happening over here for the Russians.
I mean, it's already confirmed that it's 10-man, PPSH squads, which is going to be nuts. Oh, wow. That's going to be crazy going up against those dudes. I would not want to be in a town when the Russians players bringing out, 10-man PPSH squads. But, we have to play the game to see how it actually plays out.
Indeed. Now, these oxen bucks in the center part of town, shockingly enough, for some reason, he was out of... Oh, no, he was just inside the leader. Oh, okay, that was very, very unlucky from the player side of things. Could easily have had a couple surrenders there, but the leader getting in just barely in the nick of time. And there's the oxen... Actually, the AV Para is getting a couple of gammon bombs out, getting rid of some of that German infantry in the center part of the town.
Oh, yeah.
And with the push in of AV Engineer Paras, that's going to be really rough to deal with.
Yeah, really coming in just in the nick of time. There's flamethrower troops, and that's exactly what Harry Spider needs to reinforce town. Gammon bombs on the Panhard, and the Panhard is going to go home.
Yeah, the funny thing for me is that if you're taking a look at that, it's literally like some guys in a Jeep sprinting down the road, diving out of the Jeep, and throwing in a gammon bomb at exactly the same moment. Think about how the Germans just won't even fire at that. It's like, what idiots are these?
Look at the flamethrower troop right by the 120 mil. That is devilish. Absolutely devilish.
And that's a big loss, too. That's going to be a huge loss.
Unless the plane comes in and he nicks a supply truck. Oh, that is really devilish. And for 6 airborne, that supply is a pretty big deal because you don't have much supply for 6 airborne at all. So that's a nab and a half.
Yes, it is. And wow, with that, the entire front has just been completely ruptured.
Jesus
A perfectly timed counterattack.
That was nuts. That was just really a few AB flamethrowers really leading the charge here, which is not something you'd usually expect to be leading the charge. So we got the Panzer IIIs and the Panzerjäger moving down south, and they're probably going to try and deny the enemy of his own supplies. Depends on, yeah, he killed the Liverpool Blitz.
The problem with that is it still is that 6-pounder that's 600 meters out. Yep, that's a jammed weapon.
It's gonna get pinned down for sure, yo.
You get another shot off though, and that's a big hit.
Yeah.
That's still some really steep losses, and the infantry fight is no longer in the favor of an infantry deck.
No. And a good flamethrower smoke here on the 6-pounder.
Yes, it was.
That is MLG play.
What was the old phrase you always used to say? Not cheap as chips. Oh my gosh.
Cheap.
Can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but you know what? There's a rangism out there. I can feel it. Well, you know how it is. The rang only rings twice.
Twice a day.
I'm going to let that one alone, but you'll probably, yeah. But AB pairs in the meantime, they are getting pushed back out by this IG-18. That's just in time to have some more infantry coming on in. But we're still not even to phase B.
I know.
But this is what the pairs are supposed to be stumbling.
Yeah, especially Eco Rise, but it's just a really good exploitation over the middle and southern flank here from Harry Spider. Like, he knew his opponent was pretty much spending all the resources up north, and that's what player was doing. And in town and down south, he really don't have much defenses, and he's really paying for it. Loses another Panzer III. This is not good for player at all.
I missed that. I was too busy looking down at the Polston. I'm thinking to myself, oh dear Christ, now another anti-infantry platform.
Yeah.
And I think the Panzer Jaeger's going to... Oh no! Perfectly timed smoke! Oh!
God,
that guy would have been dead 8 times over then.
Yeah. Perfectly timed smoke. To be fair for player, they're 350 seconds. They are better in A phase in this matchup, in the patch.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still not best. But 350 second really comes online by B and C phase, and I think for player, he's probably going to try to play this as a war of attrition, more or less, because 6 airborne will usually run out of stuff. Not as fast compared to vanilla, but that's really our weakness.
Well, we do have a bit of an aggression happening here. We have men moving out of Sherwood Forest, going to go after the sheriff's men, it looks like, actually.
Oh yeah, nice little exploitation up north here from player with the Fusiliers and Grenadiers, but he really needs artillery, like an 81 mil to just start pounding Sherwood Forest, but that's not going to happen, it seems. Instead of using a Panjäger and IG-18 to blow stuff up.
Yep, but he's not still feeling particularly blithe, if you know what I mean. That AB sniper is causing quite a bit of hassle, and now we have 3 different squads, all of them with GAMs, and so the blithe comment. But Panzerjäger, one by one, John Howard goes down to the Stosstruppen. The Panzerjäger is just kicking ass and taking names there too.
Yeah, it's really quite like a shame that the Germans didn't think, hey, we could just put at least like 1 machine gun on this Panzerjäger. Instead, he has 10 HE cells that do 2 HE damage, which is a bit of a shame. As you see, he's barely doing any hits on the AB powers. That's really quite pathetic. That's really pathetic.
But you know what? It is time to call the Renault tanks in, and we have 4 of them coming up across the line. Boy. Trying to get some kind of work in here.
Definitely.
Fusilier. Wait, we have a Fusilier that's like right next to a command Tetrarch, and close support Tetrarch doesn't get it. He doesn't get hit.
Oh yeah.
Play more cricket, you fools.
They have magnetic grenades and Patio's gammon bombs, you know? Like,
yeah.
What's going on there, Fusilier?
With stabilizing fins.
You have stabilizers on your grenades, goddammit.
True story, by the way. Deployed in flight. It was a very, very weird thing, but they deployed in flight.
The magnetic grenades?
Yes, they threw them, and the fins came out the back to help steady them as it had to make it a perfect arc. Yep.
I didn't know. I thought it was just like it would only activate on a magnet charge because you could just run up to something and magnetize it and then blow it up. But that's nutty. That's really crazy.
I'm sure there's somebody out there who's gonna be like, "Khan, you're not right. What it actually was this." And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
I believe you, Khan.
I'm sure I'm wrong somehow with that, but I could have sworn we have these stabilizing fins. Close support Tetrarch does go down. So the Panzerjäger does have a purpose other than using cannons to kill mosquitoes.
Mm-hmm.
But that Polston is still getting some work. He's forcing away that Messerschmitt 109. That's exactly what you need to do.
Yeah, just keep your airplanes array for another day. We are on B phase, and 52nd to see starting to get some more reinforcements. A lot of these remote tanks, which seems silly, but it's a good call, especially against 6 airborne. Doesn't have too much armor. Your Harry Spider, he's actually bringing out quite a bit of armor. He's getting us close support Cromwell, as well as a Stackhound down south.
Mm-hmm. Now, to just kind of reiterate things for our loyal listeners out there and watchers, remember, kids, a Polston a day keeps the Luftwaffe away, and you can take that to the bank. Screw the dentist. Worry about the air support instead.
You don't need Beauforts, you don't need M15s, M16s, Crusader AAs. Just get Polstons. All you need. They're really cheap ships.
These are very, very plucky Airsats trooping, charging into a Bren group. I realize it's a Bren group, but he's got 2 stars, and you are demoralized. I don't think you're going to win that fight.
Yeah, you don't have a good chance here, Airsats troop. And maybe the next 2 squads who do the same assault may be able to get the kill, but not today for you, buddy. Not today for you.
What do we say to the Airsats trooping? Not today.
Not today, and not really any day for you.
That's true. That's true. They take territory. They hold territory. They don't take it actively.
No, that's what the Grenadiers and all the good infantry do. They just, as a troop, and just to literally be cannon fodder.
It's embarrassing when the Bren group takes an Airsats trooping and almost pins down a Grenadier by itself.
Yeah. Too bad that Bren group doesn't have any AT, because you probably could have knocked out a Renault tank, yeah.
Well, if they get any... Oh, never mind.
Nope.
Ooh, close support Cromwell's getting hit by... Good lord, what are they getting hit by? Oh, is it Pantojager? No, he's out of sight, out of mind.
I don't know.
Oh, the 35 Renault. Check out that sight line.
Oh, that is tight. You can't penetrate, but that is tight.
That's what she said.
Hey, yo.
Anyway, more Staghounds. We have infantry back up into the northwest corner, just kind of guarding the rear. And A.B. Paris throwing out a gammon bomb and not going to hit that first time.
Nope. What about round 2?
He's just been outside. But I'd say pretty easily. 3 seconds getting kind of walloped here.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's Harry Spiders has a lot of good momentum on the field, and he has really nice defensive positions now for 6 Airborne. He's got a town. That southern area of all the forests is lovely, and up north with Sherwood Forest, he has really good defensive positions. What player really needs is a shit ton of naval rifles. I think that's probably going to be his best bet.
You know what? There's actually artillery coming in right now. Nope, never mind.
I mean, it's got, I think it's 2-star.
Pack 40.
Pack 40, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely an interesting call. Because he really needs more artillery down the field. I understand getting the AT, especially now got Staghound coming in, but it really does seem like Nables would be option number 1.
You'd like to think that, wouldn't you?
I would like to think, yeah. Neighbor Earth is always number 1 in my heart, Khan.
Yes, you are a simple man with simple love, and I appreciate that.
I just need 6 big bloody tubes filled with 150mm rockets just to saturate an area at 1.6 kilometer array. That's what gets me up in the morning. Definitely wakes me up in the morning. It's bloody loud.
Wakes you up inside?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's like a Linkin Park song.
I was going to go with Evanescence, but I see what you mean.
Oh, it is an M&S song. Yeah, shit. I always get like 2 mixed up.
Ouch.
I know.
Ouch.
It's all the same. It's all the same music to me. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, Staghound up north just got murked by the Pack 40.
And so you said he doesn't need to be brought in, and what happens? He comes in and takes out 2 vehicles. There we go.
There we go. Okay, I do take that back, and I really I was gonna say resupplying, but relocating that mortar up north with the supply truck. I don't see that all too often.
Or ever. Yeah, that's true. I can't think of the last time that really happened.
Yeah, the Sox and Bucks may get the Piat shot, and that would be a brutal kill. No, he's on the train tracks, and he is going to be chewing away.
Yes, indeed. And actually, not the embarrassing parts of these pioneers in this Airsats troop in flank never really did anything.
Yeah.
You can't take a pioneer squad unless you're going on the attack. It is an aggressive unit. You cannot use them to hold territory. At least in my mind. I mean, you have, again, like we said, especially for this kind of group here, we have the Airsats troop, and we have the rookies and those guys from the east to kind of take shots.
Yeah. I'm just he really just needs to. It's really just neighbor efforts. I'm thinking is the only solution to his problem, because all of Harry Spider's units are pretty bunched up together, and neighbor efforts like shooting bunched up units. Yeah, that's really all I can think of.
That is true. I would say that this stat count is getting himself set up for a bit of failure here. He's getting forced to fall back right now that Renault doesn't get a shot again. Okay.
Well,
the second one?
The Marder, yeah, might get a shot. Oh!
There we go.
Yeah, that was... You almost got out the Marder's line of sight, but... Lovely shot. Lovely shot.
Hey, Rang.
Hey.
You gotta be careful, man. You're gonna start... You're cheering for German stuff killing allied stuff?
Hey, I'm pretty neutral about this, man. You know? I just like seeing Rickman being blown up.
That's what I think we all do. I understand that.
Little short story, Khan. I was playing Steel Division yesterday, and I managed to kill Rickman with a Stewart. I was so happy.
Why do you say things that you know will hurt me? I think that has happened, but whenever that does happen, it makes an angel cry on the inside.
Yep. That's.
It is brutal, though.
It's going to be the same in SD2.
Oh, of course it will. Of course it will. We'll have, Russians run up with Molotov cocktails and cooking tigers. I mean, it happened before.
That'll be top quality. Top quality.
Yes, it will. But down to the south, interestingly, player has not been trying to really push any advantage there, which I think is a bit of a shame. This is more of that kind of light tank territory, and outside of that AV pack that's in the center part of the field, only thing that's left is a couple bits of gammon bombs and the occasional Piat.
Yeah, the problem with player is that 3 is a very slow division still. So it's going to take him time to take back that ground. Joe, he has done a good job in pushing momentum back. He's got a nice chunk of territory down south. Harry Spider seems to be running a bit out of stuff at this point. So, is that off map up north? Yeah.
Yes, it is. 381 mil, and there goes half of the German army.
Oof. Yeah. Damn.
The mortar's not dead. Okay.
No. But I think player could definitely take his town on the southern side. I mean, he definitely just needs some more infantry being brought in to help out.
That's true. I'm trying to think about what's being done here from the Brits. Oh no, okay, the Brits are bringing in a couple of very interestingly deployed path, or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, Harry Spider he's a pretty good control of the situation. Goddamn forest up north is a perfect defensive position. It's so bloody good.
Yes, it is. Now, interestingly, we are going to see, looks like a flak gun being brought on in. Another 381 just barely misses, but the pack goes down.
Oh, that's a big loss losing that pack gun. Huge loss.
And there's the flak 88. Who's not going to do squat because the 6th Airborne has not called in any air power.
Which is really funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Really funny. It seems, Harry Spider's playing more like a tank division than anything using all these tank counts. Another one does go down to Armada once again, so...
That's the one down the south central part?
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, like, a player could definitely get something going on down south. He just needs the infantry to push and neighbor efforts.
Now, this close support Cromwell, what would you do with that guy? Do you want to keep him still kind of in reserve as like an ace in the hole, or do you want to go be more aggressive?
I'd keep him reserve ace in the hole. He can actually kill that Marder. Probably not, but he can definitely stretch out easily. And if he manages to get like a good flank on it and get first shot in that Marder, it's definitely a possibility.
This could be terrible. There could be the flak 88 goes down without even firing off a shot.
Yeah, it is rather sad for the flat gun. But good kill from Harry Spider.
Yeah, that 381's got tons of utility.
I think he only has one charge left on it.
I think it's actually gone now. I think he used 2 in the north and 1 to the north central.
Got the first plane being brought out. It's a Typhoon bomber. Good thing he knocked out the 88. But the German Luftwaffe here and that Messerschmitt is gonna go on the Typhoon.
That's good because the bombs are falling over here at the Germans. And actually on the Ox and Bucks as well, so friendly fire apparently isn't. The Typhoon
Oh,
goes down.
whoa! There we go, Mesos.
No divine wind for him.
No, I'm actually quite surprised. Got a Mopa Wagon up north here, so player definitely he wants your anti-air up. He wants your anti-air up, and rightfully so, because especially now Harry Spider's probably running out of infantry at this point. He's probably gonna want him to buy you know, air power to slow down the Germans. Also on a note, like, has an infantry in it all the way in the top left of the map, just chilling.
Oh yeah, he's been there for quite a bit of time.
Huh. He's probably like, yeah, I thought the battle was this way, Nigel. No, I think we got the map upside down.
Oh, you mean so it's like their version of Brexit?
Yes, Carnage, yeah, version of Brexit. They have no idea what they're doing. They're probably going to be here for 2 years, and not even
Nothing
the
gets
enemy
done.
side knows.
Exactly, the Germans are all confused.
They're like, what are you doing there? We're negotiating. Negotiating what?
Was it the 13th clause or chapter 12 or whatever?
Something. It's...
Okay, close support. Petrarch does take out a half track, and just like you said, those lighter armed vehicles, whenever they get taken out by straight HE, it's so weird.
Yeah,
I get it, but it's weird.
It doesn't feel like a kosher way to kill something. It's like, I have to have the armor penetration value to penetrate you. Or like HE, you're kind of like playing with black magic, because you never know if the next shot's going to blow them up.
Oh yeah, you're rolling like a natural 20 whenever you hit them at that point.
Yeah, it's like playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, we said wild matching. I thought warlocks. Not that I play, but you know that's I've exhausted my knowledge at this point. Hey, you sound awfully doubting there. But the close ground support for the Germans has probably been one of the few things keeping player in this game.
Yeah. I mean, he's been using these mortars quite effectively, and Moverwagen's going to get some lovely hits on Harry Spider's infantry. You're at the 15-minute mark. Harry Spider has a lot of points. Player really needs a +2, really a +3, to get back into this match. And that's going to be hard to do as a slow, steady infantry division.
True. Now, with the CBP, the 6th Airborne, we talked about them getting more veterancy and kind of filling out their roster a bit more. Don't they get some more late-game infantry as well?
Pretty much like AB Brens and AB Paras, they usually come in 4 per card with CBP, or the Community Balance patch. They come 5 per card, so it's actually quite a big difference, because that usually gives you like 4 extra squads. I believe, I don't know if Oxen Bucks, if you get any more Oxen Bucks, but you do get a little bit more, which is nice. But still, Harry Spider has been losing quite a few infantry units this match, so he's definitely gonna start feeling it. Like, I'm looking on the field, and he's bringing out like 1 or 2 squads, but definitely not at the rate that he was doing so in B phase, for example. It's much slower.
Well, we do have a Staghorn coming down below, and we have a Panzer Shrek who's already on the hunt for it. So that guy, he is just going to have himself a bit of a barbecue, I imagine.
Staghound's on the menu. What is a staghound anyway? Is that a type of dog?
Yes, it's a hunting dog.
It's a hunting dog.
Yes, a dog that you use to hunt stags.
I was about to say, you definitely wouldn't want to eat that.
Probably not.
Probably not. I was going to say like, Panda Strike, you know, could like roast it on a fire, but you know, we usually don't eat dogs.
It's up. Oh, and it misses to the left.
Of course.
Now, by the way, in this point, the map looks kind of like a turtle, facing to the right. You know, not look at the.
Oh yeah, you can.
More like a grand tortoise.
Or it's like
even have the eye. I'm sorry.
It kind of reminds me of a Philip head screwdriver. Like a flathead screwdriver, my bad.
I can see it. I'm squinting a bit, but I can see it.
Yeah. It's going away now as that pimple is being popped.
Well, to the north, we have an IG-18 that was very prospectively coming forward. I think players starting to run out of some infantry as well. We see, at least to the north, he's depending an awful lot on things like mobile wagons and artillery to really kind of do the deed. 17-pounder in the meantime, by the way, does go and take out the southern mobile wagon, and that Panther Shrek's not going to do anything about it for good reason.
Player really needs to pop this. Like, he just needs to create AB Bren group in the middle. Yeah, he's finally doing it now, because if he does, yeah, he should get a plus run.
Yeah, it's not going to be a +2. That they're still holding the 50-yard line in the center too well, and this kind of improvised defensive line over here in the north is also kind of being more than enough.
Yeah.
Why are you holding fire? Shoot him. Too late.
Loss.
Way too late. One lone man controls an entire field in France. Well, that is bang for your buck, at least.
Yeah. He's getting his money's worth out of bloody AB Bren group for sure.
By the way, did we notice there's a 75mm howitzer in the southern part of the field now?
For 6. Oh yeah. Huh. I think he's good call.
I would agree. I was stunned as I suddenly saw a mushroom cloud, and I was like, oh, that's probably not something that the Germans really want to see right now.
We've got Staghound coming in down south. Oh, the 17-pounder getting hit by the Peasy Shrek up close, but the Peasy Shrek is going to get shreked on. Maybe. No? Is he going to knock out the 17-pounder before he goes down?
Well, I can tell you what happens is that the Martyr's going to take out the Staghound.
Damn. Good kill. That Martyr's really been on point. I think that's the third Staghound he killed with it. Like, no joke. That's a really good Martyr.
Well, you know what? He's just giving up everything for the cause.
Oh, yeah. He's a... I was going to say real Martyr for the cause, but he just said the joke.
Mobile Flag, in the meantime, is going to come over here and support fire into this Tempest, and the Tempest goes down. There's a second Tempest.
What the fuck, Rolf? 2 stars. He's a real German fighter ace. Probably got like 200 kills or something. It's not, German fighter aces had.
And he's got like the gold leaf with extra. Yeah, there it is.
Oak leaf with diamonds and all that.
That's what it was. I couldn't think what it was. That's like the oak leaves just sounded like that was part of the decoration, but that was the decoration, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's like Knight's Cross, oak leaves.
Thank you. That's what it was.
Diamonds for swords, all of that nonsense. But yeah, good use. It's actually quite funny that players really been holding the air power this match. He's been good. He's doing a good job shrotting down these pesky tempests and typhoons.
Unfortunately, it's his ground troops that have been kind of reaped.
The Marder does go down south to the 17-pounder, and I think Harry Spider is just going to be able to hold on long enough to secure the victory. As even still, he's losing ground, but player hasn't managed to get a plus run on the scoreboard yet, but I think that might change very soon.
I would dare say that you're right. I don't like this Focke-Wulf who's just been going around in like circles here.
Yeah.
He's gonna die.
Shouldn't be flying over the enemy trenches for so long. You're definitely inviting trouble.
And add into that. Actually, but I think the Tempest is too fast for his own good.
Oh, right, no. Can he get behind it?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, just one shot.
The good news, the Germans popped the pimple. Bad news, it's pretty much over.
Yeah, it's pretty much buggered for player. I mean, he is finally managed to make headway up north, but it's just too little, too late at this point. But both sides really played like quite bloody well. I just think player really could use neighbor efforts.
Yeah, one thing I'm curious about is why the Germans don't have really any snipers at this point.
I mean, like, in-game or 352nd?
In-game. I mean, they had some of the best bolt-action, maybe not, like, close combat bolt-action rifles, but there's a pretty solid weapon system there.
I think there's already many snipers in this game in general. I mean, you got, like, 6 Airborne and, like, 3rd Canadians and like, 3rd Fauci, like, snipers. I think the reason they're not really in-game is
they get you stunned up way too quick.
No. I think it's just like how like sniper squads are organized, quotation mark, and like attached to like units. It's much more of a bit of an informal thing. I don't know actually. I'm talking a little bit out my arse, yeah. But I think it's just a bit more of a informal thing. But yeah, it's weird. Like you'd think. I mean, you play like games like Community Balance Mod, like snipers bloody everywhere, and you play.
Oh yeah.
You play Steel Division. It's like, yeah.
What
it's
are
like,
snipers?
out of the 28 divisions in game, RC commanders have snipers, and 5 divisions have snipers out of 28, which is like, you know, every faction in every RTS game has goddamn snipers. It's
Yeah,
just,
that's how you open your game.
yeah, in some sense or another, you know, the best snipers being the Red Alert 2 runs.
Yes, those guys are pretty beastly. I will tell you that. SK18 gets brought in right here at the end of days, it looks like, as well as a Stug, which would have been very appropriate about 2 phases ago.
Yeah.
But player taps out, and that will be that.
Whoa, that's really close in kills.
That's surprising.
10-point difference. 10-point difference. And I want to see that Marder. Holy crap, the Messerschmitt go.
Because the Messerschmitt had, what, about 4 kills?
Yeah, he knocked out 2 airplanes and 3 infantry units. The Marder, holy moly, that Marder. 2 AT guns, 3 stag hounds, and like some infantry. That's really good. That's really good for Marder.
Yes, that is. And nobody else really doing anything else to really help out the cause. Maybe the IG-18 that's right there, a couple of Renault tanks, but no one else is really punching at their weight.
No, it's pretty much a sad load for 6th Airborne. Everyone was doing their part equally, except for the naval artillery, which was doing its part a little bit more equally.
But you know what, guys? That is pretty much the ball game. Whatever game you call that ball. Soccer, football, cricket, baseball.
Badminton?
There we go, badminton as well. The cock has hit the ground for the final time, and I believe... Yep. And, I don't know, what do we got going on Thursday? Do you recall?
We got a 1v1 between someone versus someone.
Someone versus someone. So, guys, definitely worthwhile. All right. Until then, though, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.